which two places do you think speak to you the most as far as like potentially living there long term? I want to get like an exclusive story if you have one. Is there any travel story that you could share with us that maybe you've never talked about on anyone's platform? Or you can take your time if you need a second, because I could cut it.
I'll do something recent.
Okay.
A little catfish story. You know
okay.
You got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend look like me.
Talk about it.
So they have pictures with it. Gotta tell them to stand back. Step back. Let me see the whole thing. Because men.
Focus, man.
Yo, what's happening, everybody? This is your guy Jay Focus, reminding you to stay focused. Today I got a very special guest. Y'all know I be trying to get the best guests for y'all. I got my man Zoe right here.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, I'm sure they already are aware of you. They know your content and everything else. So this is your first time in Kenya, is that correct?
Yes, my first time in Kenya.
Okay, first time in Kenya. And what are your thoughts so far? I've been watching the channel. I've seen some of the updates, but I want to know at this moment, what are your thoughts? Because is this your third African country or fourth? Third.
Well, I've been to Egypt too, but I don't feel like that's Black Africa. So
okay, so you got South Africa, you got, is it Tanzania?
Tanzania, yeah.
And then now Kenya. Where would you rank the experiences right now?
It's a little early for me to judge here because it's like 2 days. I see some similarities to Tanzania. It's a little more developed in Tanzania. But it to me, honestly, is too early. But I would say out of the three, South Africa is the most developed.
Yeah, I don't think anybody will argue with that. As far as the dating culture, the women aspects, what are the things that you notice that are different between the countries? Hit that like button. I'm putting in work out here. I swear to y'all, I'm putting in work.
I think women here are looking for boyfriends a lot compared to just from early, somebody told me to get on Bumble. I was doing pretty good on Tinder, but Bumble, man, just a couple days, you get a whole lot of matches. Not to say that they're going to lead to anything, but when I am talking to women here, and it seems like they are more interested in having a serious relationship here. That's what it seems like thus far. Still a little early, but
yeah, I would agree with that. So if you're thinking about coming to Kenya, Nairobi in particular, you are going to be overwhelmed with the apps. You're going to get on the app and you're going to think you turn into what's his name?
Denzel.
I was going to say Idris. I was going to say Idris. Yeah, you're going to come out here. You be like, damn, I'm Idris out here. But yeah, you will be overwhelmed. You're going to be like, man, I got her on this one. I got her on this app. I got her in this other app. You know what I mean? How do I budget my time? And that's really going to be the challenge. It's like, okay, how do I sort through these and see who's going to provide what I want in the time frame that I want?
And they're willing to meet you too. They're willing to meet you sooner than later.
Absolutely. I noticed here you don't get the flakes as much like you would in some other places.
Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah. So it sounds like you're enjoying your time here so far in Nairobi. Yeah. Are you planning to venture out and see some other parts of Kenya, or?
Yeah, I plan on going to Mombasa. I plan on going Dani.
Okay, Diani.
Yeah. Okay. I keep messing it up. Diani, which is a ferry ride across from Mombasa, from what I'm hearing. So I definitely want to experience some of the sun because it's kind of like wintertime here. So I want to experience some of the sun. I want to see if I can get a nice, beautiful woman on the beach.
Yeah.
Make y'all guys happy.
Oh, they out there, man.
Me too.
They out there for sure. Yeah, y'all see us, we got the long sleeves on and stuff. It is not sweet out here. If you guys come out and it's July, it's August, back in the States, don't come out here with your shorts. No, unless you go into Mombasa, then you can wear whatever. I was just in Mombasa a couple of days ago and I was wearing shorts until I got to the airport. I landed here and everything came out, all the layers and stuff. So if you're trying to do both, like Zoe was going to do, you want to make sure that you're diverse as far as what you're going to carry along with you. Now, I will say compared to some other African countries, here in Nairobi, you do have a selection. So if you say, damn, I forgot my jacket or I forgot XYZ, you can go to some of the bigger malls here and they do have some options, but you're never going to have the options like you're going to have in the States. And then after the States, I would say South Africa too is going to be very similar as far as like anything you want is going to be there.
Yeah, that's what I felt. They got a lot of malls, and they have a lot of brands, all the brands.
Yeah.
Really, they do. Yep. And you see locals. I saw locals coming out the Gucci store like it wasn't nothing.
Yeah, they got money out there, man. I was
popping bottles in the club.
I was in Durban. I seen the Prada store. I seen anything you could think of that they got in New York, London. It's in Johannesburg. It's in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I wanted to ask you. You've been moving all over the world. I see you in Asia. I see you obviously in South America. I see you here in Africa. How do you decide where your next destination is going to be? Is it like you get feedback? Is it just kind of like your guys offline kind of give you different insights, or how do you pull a trigger and make a decision like that?
It's a combination of my interests, a combination of information. Like, guys, there is another community of travelers who don't necessarily do YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I got plenty of brothers who I confide in and they respect their opinion. And they may visit a place before I do, or before I get there, or something I might have interest in, and they'll be like, yeah, you're gonna like it there. So it's definitely a combination of what I might see, I might find on YouTube, my personal interests, and like word on the street if you want to simplify it.
So it's a little bit of everything, you're just checking the boxes, okay?
In certain places I just want to see myself that I don't have much information from my community on. You know, I do that too.
Got you. Can you share one of those places or not?
Rapa Nui.
Okay.
Yeah. Going to Easter Island,
Chile, off the coast.
Yeah. That's like a 5.5 hour flight from Santiago. Like, that's places that you don't see everybody go.
I've never seen any content on that place.
Yeah,
that's good.
It's amazing too. It's historical. It's like, it's not as big as going to some of the pyramid complexes and stuff in different places, but it has a rich history that's still kind of unknown.
Sure. Yeah, the significance of the site goes beyond the size of it.
Right.
You know, just the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere, and you know, people have been studying it for years. It's very mysterious still.
Right.
Even today, how many people have you met that been there? I've been all over the world, never met anybody who's been there. So,
right. So I'm down for that, and I got a few up my sleeve, and some that people might not have seen before, because half of the people who watch my channel are new to the channel, but I really started traveling hard in 2018. So there are some places that I've been that it's just not going to come up on the feed when you go to my channel. It's going to show the most recent stuff.
Got you. Yeah, they would have to dig in the archives to get the original. That happens to me sometimes too on my channel, when they like, when you going to go to XYZ, and I'm like, I went there. Like, just go to the playlist. It's all in the playlist.
Exactly. So some places that I haven't created playlists for, I just got kind of lazy and
for sure.
Like, so, you can't have a playlist really for if you've been to only one city and one country.
Yeah, if it's one video, then it's not a playlist. It's just one video. You know, it's got to be something stacked.
Even if it's like 3 or 4, I didn't bother with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So out of all the places that you've been, I know you get this question all the time. They ask me all the time. Which, I'll make it easy. I'll say which 2 places, because when they say just one, it's kind of like very hard to pick. So which 2 places do you think speak to you the most as far as like potentially living there long term?
Outside of America, I would say South America and Southeast Asia. Both continents have appealed to me. That, and if you want to simplify it, I would say Colombia or Brazil, or Thailand, or maybe Vietnam.
All right.
You know,
interesting. Vietnam. So Vietnam was good to you.
Vietnam is as grand in ways as Thailand, and they have a decent variety of cities. So you could compare Ho Chi Minh to Bangkok. You could compare Da Nang, not to Pattaya, but maybe
Phuket,
to Phuket, you know, but not wild like Phuket, but and the beaches are even more beautiful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's just not as much party, not as much craziness.
Right.
Okay. Got you. So a little bit more mature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, if you wanted to get away from, if you wanted to have that Asian culture and laid back lifestyle, polite people, and the kind of safety that you feel in Thailand, but on a much you know, laid back, I would say the name is beautiful visit. All right.
Yeah.
If you maybe settled down, got a girlfriend, and you want to live somewhere cool, chill out on the beach, the name.
Da Nang. Okay. Yeah. See, I didn't get a chance to explore. When I was there, I went right before the COVID hit. I went to just the capital. I was in Ho Chi Minh or whatever. Loved the food.
And the food is the food is up there with Thailand.
Yeah.
Without so much of the spice.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get anything you name, the sandwiches, the banh mi, everything was incredible out there as far as the food goes. Right. But unfortunately, I didn't get to see the other cities, and everyone told me you got to go to Da Nang, you got to go to what is it, Ho An and all this stuff, like up in the north. But I didn't get a chance. So next time.
Yeah. So you got to go back. And that's another thing I would say. People, when you go places, try and do a month and try to do more than one city, because then you're gonna find yourself having to go back.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I can, I try to at least hit 2 cities. Yep. My first trip to Kenya, I just did Nairobi. Came back second trip, I did Kisumu and Nairobi. And then this is the third trip, and this is, I just came from Mombasa and then here. And this one is way too short. Every time I come here, it's not enough time. So yeah, if you think you got a week, try to stretch it out. Try to do 2 weeks, try to do 3, because every week it's going to be new stuff, more things. Like, damn, I wish I had a couple more days. As soon as you get your feet on the ground, like when you're really here, you're going to regret not having more time.
Yeah, and you can't see everything, no matter what, in a month's period, but you can see a little something. And you could maybe see enough to decide whether you want to return.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then, especially in East Africa, the cities are really close to each other. So you're talking about like 2-hour flight. You could be in Kampala, you could be in Kigali, you could be in whichever one. So even if you came to Nairobi and were like, you know what, this isn't my cup of tea, it's too cold, it's too busy, it's too whatever, the coast is an hour away by plane. You could be in Zanzibar, you could be in Dar es Salaam. I mean, you just got so many options when you come out here. It's a beautiful thing.
I agree.
Anything else you want to share?
If y'all don't know about the channels, it's International Zoe on YouTube, International.Zoe on Instagram, or Barber World TV. Barber World TV was the where I started at, but I just kind of dropped it and made Barber World TV the company and more of just the personality international. So stay tuned. I give out a lot of good information. Besides the nightlife and places to eat, I always do the tourist attractions as well. So I think I give a nice roundabout of content. There's some consciousness in there, Sunday sermon, and a little tech talk Tuesday. So I mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I caught some of them. I caught some of them tech ones as well.
Yeah.
So what you got going on over on Rumble? Because I saw you got on Rumble lately.
Yeah. Well, I've been seeing that some people have been getting content taken down, channels taken down, and they're saying, prepare. Rumble is building some steam. It's nowhere where YouTube is, but I feel like if from here on out, it's not going to take you much to upload the same video you upload on YouTube to upload it on Rumble.
And have that backup.
Yeah, just in case
they act crazy.
Something happens with your channel. And you have your people over there as well. I'll try to throw some things over there that I don't put on YouTube to give you a little reason for being over there. And I have the Patreon International Zone. So if y'all want to see a little more close up with the ladies, a little behind the scenes, I have that for y'all because, YouTube is very strict. And sometimes the ladies want to have a little fun. So I don't get a strike and I don't get videos taken down. I just put that type of content on a private site. And that's Patreon. It's a paid site, but if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, as content creators, everybody is looking for different things. And myself, I've been going back and forth about starting a Patreon, and now I'm finally at the point where I'm like, I need to go ahead and do it too because there's just so much censorship going on YouTube. I can't even say certain things. So man, there's that content for people who want it. Now, before we get out of here, I know your time is valuable. My man has had a long day. I want to get like an exclusive story if you have one. Is there any travel story that you could share with us that maybe you've never talked about on anyone's platform? Or you can take your time if you need a second. 'Cause I could cut it.
I'll do something recent.
Okay.
A little catfish story.
Okay, yeah. Talk about it, man. They want to hear it.
you meet girls on these sites and stuff, and I had a girl meet me in Cali, Colombia. She sent me 1 or 2 short videos. She sent me like 5 or 6 pictures. The pictures was on Tinder, not Tinder. Tinder.
Okay.
So, I mean, she looked amazing, Afro-Colombian. I mean, amazing. You know, like I was looking forward to her coming to hang out with me.
You was gonna break the internet with this one, huh?
Yeah. That's well for me. It does well for the channel.
Yes.
And I mean, when she showed up, so now I'm absolutely sure before I meet a girl that I must have a video call.
You gotta verify.
And I tell them to stand back, step back, let me see the whole thing, because men don't usually show up looking like the way they look on their pictures. We don't got time for filters and then all of that. Only thing a man might do is not say the correct age, or he may put an older picture.
True.
But women, I mean,
it goes deep, that rabbit hole.
Yeah, the salon can't do nothing compared to what they can do on them the little apps.
Yeah, it's sorcery.
And Photoshop. So so that was a learning lesson, And,
so can I ask, what exactly was not what it should have been?
She was taller.
She was taller.
Her
Okay.
shoulders was broader.
Okay.
And she was about 25 to 30 pounds heavier than the pictures.
Okay, I hope she had no stubble.
She had she had a waistline like
a tire. Okay.
So I don't know if that was
Wow.
her sister,
Wow.
or I don't know if she had gained 25 pounds since those pictures. But my boys was gigging on me a little bit, but she didn't get no airtime. She couldn't get no airtime. I'm sorry.
I hear you, man. And the thing is, see, he's honest. Like he'll tell you a story like that. See, I don't typically talk about this stuff on the channel, but it happened to me too. Like not even 2 weeks ago, I was in Dar es Salaam, and some people call it a catfish. I call it a fat fish because that's what it was. There was like 40 extra pounds of fat that weren't in the picture, and I said, nah, we got to cut this short. Like,
listen, especially here on the continent, got a light-skinned friend look like Michael Jackson, got a dark-skinned friend look like me.
Talk about it.
So they have pictures where they're light-skinned,
yes,
they're dark-skinned,
yes,
they have a weave, they have braids, and they have a little afro.
You don't know what you're going to get.
Those are the 3 pictures that most of them show you.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even if they don't, but they're always shades lighter in the photos.
Always.
And the skin is smooth and no under. I mean, you have to be careful. And and you have to do a video call if you're gonna blind date.
Absolutely. Public service announcement. See, now y'all can't say, well, nobody told me. Nah, Zoe just told you and Jay just told you.
Yeah.
Like, man, if it happens to you, then
you can't let them shoot you a video because they have the apps to change how they look on the video.
Yeah, they have video filters.
So
3 years ago, maybe not. But
call them on your own phone, and if they're not willing to do a video call, only way you'll meet a girl without a video call if she looks like a 10 or a 9, because the worst she could be is like a 7.
Yeah, she can't fall too much.
But a 7 could go down to a 5 easy.
Oh yeah.
So
for sure, that lighting, them angles, the filters, you'd be like, who are you? Like, you sent me your sister's picture because
if you're a gentleman, you're not gonna just diss them on site. Sometimes you got to take it on the chin and just. A short coffee date or something.
Yeah, exactly. See, I used to be nice about it. I would let it go on, but now I cut it real short. I'm just like, I won't be an asshole, but I'll let them know that, like, I gotta go now. You know what I'm saying?
You tricked me, boo.
Yeah. Yeah, do it in a public place. Don't have them come to your spot, especially if you didn't video verify. Do not have them come to the lobby, and then you got this monster that you can't get rid of, or you can get rid of her, but it's going to take some finessing, and then everybody's watching. You got the guards chuckling and stuff.
That's
you don't want that.
Colombia and Cartagena.
You don't want that.
I couldn't even have guests, so I slid the security little something, and when they seen that thing show up, they was laughing like, this is what you.
You gave them their entertainment for the evening.
Yes, I did,
bro.
Yes, I did.
Shoot, man. Well,
what's next for you?
What's next for me? Very good question, my man. So I actually called Zoe right when I'm about to leave. I'm already packed. I'm about to get on the bird. I'm not going to reveal where I'm going, but you guys will see sooner than later. Appreciate you guys for watching. Do you got to get out of here? Or you got some
I'm
more?
out now. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, he's out now. It's what is it? It's about to be 10 o'clock it's a weekday. And it's 10 o'clock. So you know him, man. He's going to get into something.
They say the party starts on Wednesday.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He'll end up filming some content tonight because he'll see something in the lobby, heading back, and it'll just be on.
I might stop by or something.
Okay. So you said you're staying in Lavington, is that right?
Yeah.
I never even been over there.
It's all in the same.
It's near Killimani, right?
Yeah, Killimani, Westland. They all like 5-10 minutes from each other.
Okay, yeah.
So it took me like 5-10 minutes to get here.
Yeah, the last time I was here, I stayed in Killimani, and that's how I ran into Gooch. We was at the same gym.
Okay.
And then
What gym?
what's the name of the gym? It's in the cut. It's right across from what's it called? Cafe Javas.
Okay.
Whatever the Cafe Javas in Killimani is, it's literally on the corner. And it was some cuties in that gym, man. I was surprised because if y'all don't know, Killimani is a little bit more of an immigrant neighborhood. You know, so you got a lot of Nigerians there. You got your Sudanese, your Ethiopians, Congolese. In the Westlands where I'm at now is
Indians.
You got Indians, and then you got also like more tourists. You got like Europeans. You got the European out here more. You don't see them so much in some of the other neighborhoods. So yeah, it's a bunch of different lanes here. But the great thing is nothing is far away. There's only traffic like around 5 and 6. After that, it pretty much moves. So I really like the city. It's been a year that I've been in Africa on the continent. I have not left the continent in a year, but just East Africa for the last couple of months. And I got to give credit where credit is due. Nairobi does so many things well. Now, it's not the best overall, but when you add up all the things it does well, it makes it the best. And I gotta concede that. I tried to fight it for a while. I did a video many years ago called Kenya versus Uganda, and that one kind of blew up. And they had a little tribal back and forth or whatever. It was all love though. But now I gotta give it like a slight edge to Kenya, man. Kenya's doing good things. Uganda's catching up too, though.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming through. Like the video. Follow my man. Check out his channel. Until the next one. All right.
Peace.
Such thing as a life that's better than y'all.
Focus, man.